The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Those words from Scripture speak of the light of Christmas, of a child born in a manger as a gift to humanity, and as a message of hope during a time of great darkness. In ancient times, Christmas was celebrated on December 21st, the winter solstice, the longest and darkest night of the year. Since the first Christmas, it has represented the hope of light, dispelling the fear of darkness. You know, we're all going to remember this terrible year of 2020 as one of darkness, a year of real loss, of lives that have been taken, of livelihoods that have been deeply disrupted, of families separated, a time of fear and uncertainty for so many. And yet, like Christmas, we've been inspired by points of light breaking through the darkness to renew our hope. Albertans have done that by responding to the pandemic in remarkable ways, like reaching out to deliver food for elderly neighbors, to producing free masks, to volunteering at women's shelters, soup kitchens, and so much more. To share these hopeful stories, Alberta created the Northern Lights Award to recognize community groups and individuals who have been lights in the darkness, doing wonderful things to help us get through this terrible time together. Like, for example, the Edmonton West End Seniors Activity Centre, which changed its programs in creative ways to keep seniors active and prevent their isolation. Or the Philippine Bayanihan Association, which came together to deliver hundreds of food hampers to help families who were self-isolating. 13-year-old Owen Plum from Okotoks took the initiative to produce hundreds of protective face shields for emergency workers on 3D printers. Youth at Calgary's Deshmesh Cultural Centre developed the No Hungry Tummies program that has collected and distributed thousands of meals and tons of food for those in need. Jerry McLaughlin of Belmont Sobeys was one of the first business owners in the province to start a golden hour for seniors to shop safely in a fully stocked store. And Meals on Wheels has brought together thousands of volunteers to produce and deliver healthy meals for folks who couldn't leave home, giving true meaning to their motto, feeding body and soul. To these and so many others who have shown the best of Alberta's community spirit, let me say thank you for being true Northern Lights. The brightest lights in this terrible time, of course, have been our frontline healthcare workers, nurses, doctors, orderlies, healthcare aides, therapists, and so many others who have worked around the clock, often in very trying circumstances, to help save lives and to care for the sick. All Albertans are filled with gratitude for your care and your compassion. Last week, we began our first inoculation of Albertans against COVID-19, and this winter we hope to have vaccinated those who are most vulnerable. So just as Christmas celebrates a great light breaking through the darkness, we can now celebrate the fact that the end of this time is in sight. I know that for many who are alone or separated from loved ones, this is going to be an especially difficult Christmas. But please know that staying apart is a small sacrifice to make to help protect the lives of the vulnerable and our healthcare system. And to quote Her Majesty the Queen's speech to the Commonwealth at the beginning of the pandemic, we will meet again. Like this one, the very first Christmas was a quiet and small gathering at a time of darkness, a couple and their newborn bewildered in a manger. And yet for billions of believers around the world, that child was the light that shines in the darkness, and to this day, the darkness has not overcome it. So to all of you who are celebrating in so many different ways, I wish you a joyful celebration of Christmas as we all look forward with confidence and renewed hope to a new year of health and renewal together.